Welcome to Make Something with me, David Picciuto, and today we're gonna learn something new by making some segmented bowls, and we're gonna throw in a little bit of experimentation. Check it. To get this started, we're gonna figure out our segments. We're gonna do 12 segments. There is a great website called Block Layer, which you put in how many segments you want. I want 12. I want the outside radius to be 3 inches. So I'm gonna go up to 3. And then there's a margin inner and outer that just gives us a little bit of room to play with. So I'm gonna put a 1/4 inch on the inside and a 1/4 inch on the outside. And then that calculates all the stuff that we need, tells us that we need a 75-degree angle. Our long pieces are gonna be 1 47/64 inches wide. That's a really dumb number. We'll round up or down. So I pulled out a bunch of scraps that I had in the bin back there. So I'm gonna run these through the planer and then cut them to width over at the table saw. 1 1/8. We're rounding up. We don't deal with 64ths here at Make Something, Dan. I had this little digital angle gauge. Set it on my table, zero it out. I'm gonna put it on the blade, and for 12 segments, I need to tilt this to 70 degrees. Good thing I double checked. It tells me it needs to be 75 degrees, not 70. That would have been embarrassing. So now that we have the angle set, I'm gonna use my little crosscut sled here. I got a little mark to let me know where to stop. The other way to do this is to leave your blade at 90 and then have a sled that cuts at the angle that you need to. Multiple ways to do things in woodworking, right, Dan? So we have all of our pieces cut. They're kind of roughly laid out on my bench here, and just some various patterns that we can play with because I don't have the designs completely laid out in my head. There's going to be a lot of experimenting today. So we're going to glue these up in halves. That way, when they each half dries, we can sand the faces flush and then glue them together. And that will eliminate any kind of error that we have in our angle. When we glue them up in halves, I'm going to place these dowels in there at the halfway point, and that will also kind of fix any kind of angle error that we have in there while gluing up. And to clamp them, I'm going to use rubber bands, or you can use pipe clamps. Either way, you can even use tape. The joints don't have to be super strong because we're gonna be layering these on top of each other, and that's where the strength is gonna come from. So don't worry about not enough glue. You definitely don't want too much glue because damn.
Hire a decorator to come in here quick, cause damn. Oh, perfect. They're not perfect, so we're gonna go finish this up over on the belt. That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
So now we're just gluing the two halves together. We got some held together with rubber bands, some held with pipe clamps. So now these guys are dry. I need to flatten one side. One way to do it is some adhesive back sandpaper on something you know is flat. And do some of this business. There's a better way. The ones with the multi-species, we're gonna take them over to the bandsaw and we're going to slice them down. We're gonna resaw them into thinner strips so we can play with different patterns and stair steps and whatnots. Ready for some ring toss? Yeah. No. Respect the camera. I want to get 2 boxes, and I know
What? Bowls. Come on, Picciuto, get your head in the game. This is going to be a sandwich. This is going to be a sandwich. I know that makes you hungry, Dan. And so now the trick is to find the right pattern. So we could take this and then do a little stair step, something like that. All right, so I think I have a couple patterns that I like. There's a trick that you can do once you get this lined up. You can drill a hole in there and find a dowel that'll fit into that hole. So then when you can slather it up with glue, and then you can use that dowel as a registration to line them all up. I don't think I gave myself enough room on the inside and outside to do that trick. So I'm just gonna glue it up, line it up by eye, and hope for the best. That's what this channel's about. Hoping for the best. The reason I'm making this video is not to show you necessarily how to do this, but to show myself, because I have some other ideas that I want to do, but I need a place to get started. And so here I am. And the last piece. Dan, every time I do a glue up like this, I'll get about 4 people in the comments that'll say, you know, you can put salt in the layers and it'll keep it from sliding around. You know what else you can do from keeping it from sliding around? Let it sit for 30 seconds and then tighten it down. Save the salt for the dinner table. So something I forgot to do is right now, there's no way to check it up on the lathe. So I'm gonna glue a sacrificial piece of plywood on there like so. So now we'll let this dry. Then once that's dry, we can start doing our business. So before I take this over to the lathe, I'm gonna cut the outside out on the Should we do all this in slow motion?
It's business time.
All right, so we cut out a circle. This is going to be the bottom. Well, over here on the lathe, I'm gonna cut a little rabbet for this piece of acrylic to fit in there. Yes, most bowls have a wood bottom. Let's just have some fun and do something different today. Can we just have some fun? Is it cool if we just have fun in this video? We're having fun. Ooh, perfect. Peel off this protective coating on the acrylic. We're gonna glue that in just like that. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about today's sponsor, and that is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with more than 25,000 classes in design, business, and more. Premium memberships give you unlimited access so you can join the classes and communities that are just right for you and your New Year goals. Whether you want to fuel your curiosity, creativity, or even career, Skillshare is the perfect place to keep you learning and thriving in 2019. Happy New Year, by the way. Want to know how I use Skillshare? I design almost all of my projects in Fusion 360, and there are a ton of Fusion 360 tutorials on Skillshare, ranging from just getting started to very specific tutorials. You can even find classes on woodworking, resin art, video editing, and so much more.
Skillshare is also super affordable. An annual membership costs less than $10 a month. Join more than 7 million creators learning with Skillshare. The first 500 of you who click the link down in the description will get a 2-month free trial. Skillshare is a service that I actually use, and in 2019 I'm trying to learn a whole bunch of new skills, and Skillshare is going to be a big part of that. Again, check the description down below for that link. Now let's see how we are doing. We're just going to brush on some epoxy on the inside. So we cut out this piece of leather over on the laser cutter, and I'm just going to set it on the bottom. I'm going to center it. I'm going to clamp this down, and then we're just going to pour some clear resin epoxy on top of that and have a nice glassy bottom, and I think it'll glue the leather to the wood. I think. And I'm going to use a little butane torch, get some of those bubbles out. And we cut a white piece of acrylic for this guy. And we're going to drop that in just like that. I'm going to do a little bump of this and a little bump of that. All of this wood came from my friends at Kencraft. You can check them out at kencraftcompany.com. This project was more about me learning than teaching, because I have some big ideas that I want to do with some segment and stuff in the future, so I needed to jump in somewhere. So this is my first time doing segments like this, and I don't have a lot of experience turning. So if you have any good tips or resources for me, let me know in the comments down below. A lot of the tips that I use for these bowls came from these 2 books. There's a wooden bangle book, and it's got some beautiful little stair steps and some segments in there. And then another book on segment and turning. I collect all kinds of DIY woodworking arts and crafts books. I have hundreds of books, and that's where I get a lot of my knowledge. Thanks to Skillshare and Kencraft for making this jam possible. There'll be links to both of them down below. We'll see you all next week with a brand new project. As always, be safe, have fun, stay passionate, and make something.
Make something.
Ah! 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 Dan reads the comments.